The Japanese particles wa and ga can be confusing. It is because the use of wa and ga is more likely depends on how the speaker wants to present the noun to the listener rather than grammatical rules. The speaker uses wa and ga depending on what she wants to imply. In most situations, however, the speaker and listener will take turns speaking. And it is hard to explain how each speaker wants to imply. A lecture is an ideal way to see how the Japanese speaker uses wa and ga, because there's usually only a single speaker. Storytelling is even better. Not only does only one speaker talk, but the speaker deals with many nouns or separate characters, and he therefore uses wa and ga very often. So let's look at the use of wa and ga in one of Japan's most famous stories, Momotaro. Before the story starts, the stage is empty. When the new character appears on the stage for the first time, ga is used, such as 犬がやってきました。犬がやってきました。After the character is put on the stage and the speaker's hands are off of it, wa is used, such as the statement 犬は桃太郎の仲間になりました。This is similar to the English the and a. When a new character is introduced, the speaker will mention a dog and later refers to the dog until the end of the story. In Japanese, however, wa can go back to ga if the speaker wants to present the dog's action vividly, like 犬が鬼に向かっていきます。犬が鬼に向かっていきます。Ga can also be used to draw the audience attention back to the character after many characters have appeared on the stage and the dog's existence might have been forgotten by the audience. 犬がワンワンと吠えました。犬がワンワンと吠えました。Ga is also used when the speaker wants to create an effect that happens naturally, without the speaker's involvement, and it is sometimes a surprise. I want to be consistent and wanted to use a dog was born, but it was Momotaro who was born from a giant peach. Please notice that wa is used for still moments, while ga is used for actions. Let's start looking at some examples. You and your friends see a dog. Will you say 犬がいる or 犬はいる? It depends, as your Japanese teacher often say. If both speakers and listener do not know the dog or have not been talking about the dog previously and the dog has just appeared suddenly, ga will be used. 犬がいます。あそこに犬がいます。If you're looking for a specific dog and you finally found it, because the dog is already on the topic or on the stage, wa will be used. 犬はあそこにいます。You can say あそこに犬はいます, but because you're thinking about the dog already, the dog usually comes first. Even though the dog is already mentioned or mutually recognized, if the speaker wants to describe how active the dog is, 犬が走っています。The speaker can go back to using ga. If the speaker thinks the listener might forgot about the dog, which was previously mentioned much earlier, he can use ga again to remind the the listener of the dog's existence, but it is up to the speaker. When we learn a verb wakaru, to understand, we are told to use ga, like Nihongo ga wakaru, because wakaru is an intransitive verb. There's another way to say I understand Japanese, Nihongo o rikai suru. This is a transitive verb and it takes an object. When you say the sun rises in English, we do not put any power on the sun. The sun naturally comes up by itself. On the other hand, when we say I raise my hand, the verb raise is a transitive. I transfer power to my hand and raise it by my own will. Intransitive verb takes ga because the speaker can express the idea that the action happens naturally. Intransitive verbs take ga because they imply that action occurs naturally without conscious will. Iru, aru are also intransitive verbs. When the speaker asks, who's coming? 誰が来ますか? What is your recommendation, or which one do you like more? 何がいいですか? The speaker uses ga because the stage is empty and is waiting for your answer to appear on the stage. To answer the question, who's coming, with Momotaro ga kimasu, Momotaro is coming, ga will be used because Momotaro is appearing on the stage for the first time. Sometimes the stage may not be empty. The stage is full of candidates, but you do not know which particular one is intended to come in. In this case, ga is still used as it implies the effect of picking one out of many. This question ga only happens when the particle options are wa or ga. Do not replace other particles such as de, ni, or o with ga. どこで食べますか? 何時に行きますか? 何を飲みますか? いつ来ますか? We have looked at the general rule of wa and ga. Again, the use of wa and ga is mainly based on the speaker's presentation rather than a strict grammatical rule. Wa is a still image, while ga is an action, videos to draw attention to the specific noun. I am talking about the character which already on the stage use of wa also create a contrast effect. The idea is I know well about things on the stage, but not things off the stage. This will be covered in the next video.